it's somewhat uncomfortable as well. Or even again, using the controls attached to more comfortable. Alright, moving on, we got another phone here.
So today for breakfast I will be having bacon, bread fried in bacon, and coffee with butter. And probably some more food. I'll probably still be hungry. Last night they gave us these cups. I will add this to my collection of now 2 cups that have stuff printed on it. So for those of you who are newer to the vlog or just don't know the explanation for this, the reason that I wash these is because, let me just show you the care instructions for this. It says nothing about using a laundry device, and it's quite fragile, as you can tell by the sleeves here, which are covered with food or something. Okay, so I finished the Dr. Wily remix video, and at first I had like all these different angles, and I was doing this angle, it took me like 2 days to do it. And then when I finished editing everything, I was like, I don't even like this. I would have just rather had it be split screen. So then I took literally 5 minutes, made a split screen version, just playing it from start to finish. So much better. It's kind of interesting though, because that's one of those things that like, you don't always have the luxury to redo something if you don't like it, and it doesn't always equate to being less work. Say I had done the split screen first and I didn't like it, and then I had to do the other version. It just happened to work out that way, which was good. But that is the creative process. Is that you gotta try things, you gotta be an abject failure at some things, and then move on. You know, I love the Rode VideoMic Pro, which is this guy right here, but they are not very reliable. This one's developed like a hissing issue. Rode has a 10-year warranty, and now I'm kind of seeing why. I think they just make it cheap enough that only people who really want their stuff to work. The more I think about it, the more I like this garage setup. This setup is just like great, man. It's got like computer, musical stuff. I've got speakers in the ceiling that are hilarious. So over the years, I collected a bunch of sheet music. Actually, I had tabs, like this is Joe Hisaishi, so like all the Studio Ghibli stuff. Totoro, Cowboy Bebop, Queen, Final Fantasy 15. I probably printed this out like 10 years ago. The game finally came out. What the World Needs Now is Love. This is probably one of the few songs I can actually sing. Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 7. Anyways, point being, if you watch Adventure Archives and you're ever wondering what my musical influences are, it's everything in this book right here. Okay, so I'm really behind on comments. Let's do a Q&A. Okay, but first up, we will not be addressing any of the podcast questions today. By we, I mean I. We'll address those on the next podcast. But anyways, let's get started. Why do you have so many garbage cans on the driveway? Well, we used to have one for trash, one for recycling. The one for trash always got filled up because somebody was always doing some construction project. So we have 2. So 2 for garbage, 1 for recycling. Nobody puts baby in a corner. Do you have to live in the US to win one of the lanyards? No, I'll send a lanyard anywhere. So Jason Lycan said, some good game picks, never a PC game, or just not on your top 10? Yeah, so just not on my top 10. I've played Quake, Quake 2, Quake 3, StarCraft, Free Space 2, X-Wing, or maybe it was X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, Rebel Assault. We just didn't play PC games that much. Am I getting a Switch? I absolutely am. I'm getting Zelda, I'm gonna get 1-2 Switch, and then I'm probably gonna get Shovel Knight and I Am Setsuna. Still have not got that trash can, LOL. I have made many shots at that trash can. I have been missing a lot lately, but do I play the Witcher games? I do not. The last Western RPG that I played was Knights of the Old Republic 2, which I didn't finish. Was that Dead Dog No Biscuits song at the beginning you were talking about on Facebook? Yes, that is the same songs from Cowboy Bebop. Incidentally, Brian Ishko says that he thought the music was too loud and intrusive for the hiking scenes. I actually agree with you. While I was editing it, I was like, man, this song is a little bit too intense. but I'd already edited that far and I was like, well. Tim Watson says, how often does your trash do pickup? Once a week on Wednesdays. What audio interface do you use to record your music? I use the Roland Quad Capture. This is an awesome device. I love it. When I got it on Amazon, it was $170, and I've never seen it for that cheap since. This camera is literally a better camera than the Sony a7S or a7S II in every single way, except for its low light capabilities. That's it. Like, all the controls are perfect. The battery is amazing. I would kill. No, I wouldn't kill. But if the Sony a7S had a battery like this, oh God. But yeah, the GH4 is awesome. Anyways, long story short, I need 2 cameras. So since I'm selling the a6300, I need another camera. And the GH5 is gonna have 4K 60 frames per second, and also the dual image stabilizations, and good Lord, the flip screen. Okay, even longer story short, the GH5, if it had the low light capabilities of the Sony, I would not have a Sony. I would have 2 GH5s. Okay, that's actually all the questions. I thought there was gonna be more questions. I will respond to everybody's comments in due course. Thank you all for leaving them. Lanyards tomorrow. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try the mile run one more time. I'm just wearing the clothes I've been wearing all day because I didn't feel like changing. It's very windy. Let's see if the backwind, what do you call it, backwind? I don't know, the wind pushing against my back helped me at all. Let's try. You ever sometimes wonder if the app is malfunctioning and you're just like, oh God, how has it not been a mile yet? I don't know how I did that 5 minute something run that one time. That was 7 minutes long. I'm so glad I'm not a professional athlete. Oh God. What have I done to anger you, Greedo? And my mom about the run today and how the headwind was so strong that it felt kind of like quap, and she had never seen quap before. Oh, there we go.
It's so good that we don't have to think about how to move our legs.
I didn't bring this before Yellowstone.
I brought
a Shenandoah.
celery and peanut butter on Shenandoah.
I had bread and peanut butter on Shenandoah.
You did?
I remember specifically I was singing, "Take my love, take my land."
Yeah.
I'm from the ancient city of Tenochtitlan.
Man, I'm so envious of you guys able to just go.